The last whisper of harmony. In a lush land, humans and animals lived in harmony, conversing freely and sharing wisdom, stories, and resources. The village bustled with animals and humans helping each other in daily tasks. Children played with rabbits while birds sang sweet melodies. The air was filled with laughter and joy. The scent of freshly baked bread wafted from the ovens, and the sound of hammering on metal echoed from the blacksmith's forge. A dark cloud of drought descended upon the land, drying up riverbeds and fields. Humans and animals struggled to find food and water, growing desperate as the drought took its toll. Crops withered and animals grew weak. The once clear streams became dusty paths. The villagers gathered at the town square, worried and fearful. The village elder called a meeting and decided to send the tortoise, known for its wisdom and perseverance, to the gods for help. The tortoise prepared for the journey, carrying a message inscribed on a scroll. The elder blessed the tortoise, and the villagers gathered to bid farewell. They offered gifts of food, water, and shelter for the journey. The tortoise embarked on a long, arduous journey through harsh terrain to reach the gods, overcoming obstacles like arid deserts and rocky hills. Along the way, it met creatures who offered guidance and encouragement. A wise old owl shared tales of the ancient world, and a kind field mouse offered a warm meal. In a majestic realm, the tortoise presented the message to the gods, who discussed the plight of humans and animals and agreed to provide aid, moved by the tortoise's earnest plea. The gods decreed that the land would flourish once more. They bestowed upon the tortoise the power to heal and bring life to the parched earth. The tortoise began the journey back to the village, carrying the gods' promise of aid, slowly but steadily returning through the same challenging terrain. As it approached, the skies cleared, and the first droplets of rain began to fall. The villagers, seeing the tortoise in the distance, rejoiced and welcomed it back with open arms. Back in the village, humans had gradually forgotten the language of animals, struggling to communicate using gestures and sounds. But they still shared what little food they had, and animals helped with what tasks they could. A young girl learned to understand the chirping of birds, and a farmer discovered the secret language of bees. The gods, observing the disconnection, decided to enforce a new order, declaring that humans and animals would now speak different languages. But they also gifted the tortoise with the ability to understand and mediate between the species. The tortoise became a symbol of hope and unity. The tortoise returned to find a growing rift between humans and animals, with the once harmonious village struggling with language barriers. But it patiently worked to bridge the gap. It translated for a lost fawn and its worried mother, and helped a group of children understand the songs of the forest. Despite the barrier, the tortoise worked to bridge the gap, mediating between humans and animals, demonstrating acts of kindness and sharing stories of the past. Slowly, understanding and empathy grew. A group of villagers learned to communicate with a family of deer, and a young boy discovered the secret world of insects. Humans and animals began showing kindness and empathy towards each other through gestures and actions. A child offered a rabbit a carrot, and a bird sang a gentle song to a grieving family. The village square became a place of connection and understanding. The village held a festival to celebrate the aid from the gods and the renewed spirit of cooperation. Music and laughter filled the air, and humans and animals danced together. The tortoise watched with a warm heart, knowing its work was done. The tortoise reflected on the importance of empathy and respect, sharing a story around a fire with humans and animals listening intently. The flames danced, casting a warm glow. The villagers learned valuable lessons about compassion and understanding. The village embraced a new way of living, where kindness and respect overcame language barriers, and the tortoise continued to share its wisdom, ensuring the legacy of harmony endured. The villagers looked up to the tortoise as a symbol of hope and unity. The story concludes with the tortoise passing on its wisdom to the younger generation, symbolizing the enduring legacy of harmony and empathy. As the tortoise finished speaking, the stars shone bright in the night sky, a celestial celebration of the village's renewed harmony. And so, the village lived on, a beacon of hope in a world where understanding and kindness triumphed over adversity.